What is the purpose of learning all this? Does anybody tell me? The purpose of learning is to understand travel. That's why you guys are given structures to understand position, location, of time center. That's why I have student regressions on my TikTok. It's very important how you get in your position locations into your childhood, how to allocate position of time centers when it comes into you as a baby, child, teenager, adult. You live that every single day. Now, what is the baby, child, teenager, adult have to do with anything to the ground system? What does it have to do? It has to connect to your thoughts, your past, your present, and your future, and your future. It allocates position, time, center. Okay, so it's very important that we come into more levels of being in supportive systems to ourselves and to each other. It helps us out on more levels because there's so much explosion through an expansion and the exploration of what's happening right now in school, the galactic school, right? The space star line center rotation interference, position locations to the GFLs and the rebellion location. So basically, what's happening now is I'm going to be doing the regular classes 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I'm going to set up a new platform. Now, I set it up on TikTok. Okay, it's very busy what's going on right now with your general AI. So Platitude Division 2 location is going to be center positions between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. That doesn't mean I'm going to be on between 2 and 4. What it means is I'm going to be on either 2, 3, or 4. I'm going to time jump, time light system locations, all positions to its location and its current time of your connection. So that's how it's going to be done. Okay, if I'm not on 2 one day, I'll be on 3. If I'm not on 3, I'll be on 4. You'll be well informed what's going on and every single day. And across that system locations through its clocking to its ground system to all travelers and time center, what's going to happen is between 2 and 4, we are going to go through all levels of its review of what we just finished doing in class because it's all about refreshing your memory. Okay. And then the next day, we'll know exactly what we're going to do in the preceding location. All right. How we set up a new operation center. Then you understand more when you wake up. Oh, great. My memory's refreshed. Now this is what's going to happen next. And I said to myself, okay, let's just do that. I think it's much easier rather me going into the practical system location, starting off the very beginning. It's too confusing. It's too confusing because everything through the alliance is already in its position. Now we just have to get into the operation of its grounds crew. And this just comes into all position locations into the second, third, and fourth wave generation lights into the rainbow children. Now they're allocated position time center March 1st. Okay, the central line center to position to its light track location is going to open up all division line center to its heart reactor. Heart reactor is going to center all position locations to your grounds of your clockings to your childhood position locations. All right. So the central oppositions to the rainbow activation line center is all position locations of its children. Way showers. Okay, all position to locations. Understanding sequence, understanding detail, understanding the intel information system to all allocate timeline centers to all intelligence. Okay, why are the way showers here? They're all here for a purpose, right? To travel beyond direction of time through space. Okay, giving back information is enough all level system rotation to all connections of being supportive. And that's a true understanding why we are here to help humanity is so they can understand all travels through their time. It's just all about remembering who you are. That's all this is. The teaching aspect is too confusing to teach anybody in a current timeline. Okay. So it's all about understanding you remembering these things from the very beginning. And this is the process that you have to go through. This is a galactic school of healing alone, just through communications. I got over 1,400 videos to tell you otherwise, the location to its conditions, right? So, and it's all about you going through your own upgrades. I don't expect everybody to go at that level where they want to be. They want to be comfortable with that level. That's great. Stay with that position, but really understand what you're doing through your travel because it's all done through your grounds of clocking. Okay. And it's all done through all level rotations to your powers and your atmosphere locations. right? So I think it's going to help a lot more when we go through these over reviews. And then the next day you're refreshed. And then, like I said, I'll say, okay, this is great. We're going to keep doing this, keep doing this, keep doing this. And it's going to get a lot more easier. It's going to help you guys out, especially the team too can watch if they want, right? Plus, helping supporting all connections to TikTok when it comes into lives, going on the team live, doing this, doing that. That's what we need to do. We need to get on live and give back to humanity. They need to see another perception to its connections, guys. They have to see your perception and what you do through your own drawing, right? So that's true understanding how we're giving back to the central system, okay? Because everybody's trying to understand, okay, why do I have to keep drawing these things out? Well, that's what you are. You are drawing information on a cycle. Your communication and rotation interference positions to a life system. Your time position is already in connections. Everything has been done, but you don't see through perception. And that's true. You understand where I am in position locations, but where are you when you wake up in the morning, right? You got to ask yourself over and over and over and over and over. And as long as you stop questioning yourself, the answer is already done through travel, through structure. It's all about understanding how to put yourself in positions of its intelligent locations. All right. So from timelines, communications, vortex jumping, vortex looping, anything connections, I will be going on live and supporting everybody else's channel. Okay. The team. So it's all about vice versa. Everybody does the same thing. We go back and forth, right? Regular time, I'll be going from 12 to 2 on live and TikTok. So everything is given to you for formation. So you never feel out of loop. You never feel out of sync. You never feel, disalarmed, disengaged, or you don't trust this. You don't trust that. The only thing you have to trust is yourself. But as long as you wake up in the morning and you feel like yourself, you're moving forward, that's great. A lot of people don't want to get into structure. Well, let me tell you this. What is around you? Structure. It's all created through structure. I look over here, there's a closet. I look up here, there's lights. Everything is structure of a square, of a triangle. Everything is shaped for position. So it's very important to understand that when you have a house, you're inside. It's your house, it's your castle, it's your residence. It's where you live, it's your foundation, right? It's all structure of life. It's all created through energy, guys. So that's why it's important to understand structure through travel. So you can start remembering these things over and over and over and over each day. Now the structures get harder and harder because you're going to higher levels of space-time. Now this calculates, and this puts you in a higher position to its locations. Okay? So I think it's very important that we all come together and be very supportive to ourselves and to each other. All right? All right. So this is going to help out. And 6 o'clock, I am done. 6 o'clock, because I have free time. Because the thing is I go from all the way from 10 to 6. And after that, I'm off. Okay. So you know exactly what's going on in that position locations. And we also have our private sectors and our meetings that is either 2 or 3 days a week. You get a hold of second command. She'll tell you exactly what is set up. Okay. So after class, we are going to go to the private sector today. Okay. So it's all about getting this beforehand so nobody gets confused. Okay, what's happening today? What's happening tomorrow? What's happening next day? So it's always being informed with ourselves and each other. Okay. All right. So if you didn't get the email, talk to second command. And you have to be at a certain level. Okay. It's for the GFLs and the rebellion. This is very high position locations. Now, if you want to get there, that's great. Now, this is the true understanding that humanity is helping in all ways and forms, but it's everybody helping, right? Don't feel like it's a competitive system. Oh, I'm not at this level. Oh, I'm not at that level. You're at a level where you want to be. You're comfortable where you want to be. And that's a true understanding. Okay. What I'm done. Look at my hand's gone. It's not there anymore. Whoa, where did it go? So all you have to understand is just to put yourself in your own positions and where you feel comfortable. Okay. Now I'm in so many highline centers, rotation interference locations to an expansion of what space-time creator is, because people are not just more aware, but they're more aware of its awakening. Truly understanding the unified system to its location is everything through the mind conceptual of its thought. And that thought turns into teleportation of its console, of its information system. How to navigate through that, right? So it's very powerful when you come in this location. And the thing is, the reason why you want to be a child is because what does a child do every day? Play, go outside, play Nintendo, play with their friends. That's what it is. So you have to find a way to get in the fun loving of yourself again and know what it's like to draw. Okay? So, all right. So I'm going to get into, let's see what we got here. All right. It's great to see everybody. Okay, it's Tina. Okay, she's in general star systems. So it's the same plateau. It's in position, but in Highline Center. So she's a general star system locations of lights. Okay, it's just, we just changed the name line center. Heather, how's it going? Try your settings if you want to change your name. Okay, Commander Jill, how's it going? Janet, Bell. It's very important you guys get on your lives, either on TikTok or on your YouTube platforms, and give back to humanity, especially the ones that are in the GFLs and the rebellion. You can't be afraid and hide under a rock. You have to express what you know, because that's the confidence that you're reaching. And they need to see you open up through an expansion. They have to see what's going on with you. They want to see your perspective and your drawings and your structures and what you have learned of solar memory, the acceleration time clocks, or anything at that position location. So it's very important. Very important. Look at that. You can't see my hand now. Yesterday you could, now you can't. See how it's amazing how it travels, right? It's unbelievable. But it is important that you guys go live on your TikToks and get back. Okay, because they really, really need to see your position locations, because you could be at their vibration. They could be a starlight position. They could be a light worker. They could be an empath. They need your help on this. They need your help on that. So it's all helping humanity come back into the grid, okay, to its alignment, okay, of its circulation, of its rotation, okay. Belle, how's it going? Anita, Janet, thank you, Janet. I know I try to structure locations, try to make it more all levels blowing your mind and what you see through rotation, because everything I do is all through energy. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Captain, how's it going? Johnny, how's it going? Loving your TikToks, guys. Really powerful stuff. We desire to see your new title. I read it before. You change it on the computer. Yep, you can do whatever you want with that, conditions. Find a way to just reset, and you can be able to change your name. Remember, you have to change your position location, your solar text locations, right? So really understand how to communicate with your computers, your digital pads, and your phones, or anything through your cars. You guys know that already, right? Okay, let's see. You need any help, you can talk to Airbender. You can talk to people that are basically not afraid to approach going live on their own TikToks, because that's what it's about. It's about you breaking out of your seed pods and basically coming into that expansion of you, so everybody can see you for who you are. And what is the school all about? Right? What is it all about? Why is it here? You know, it's all about giving back. That's what it is, guys. And the thing is too, it's very powerful when you come in that positions, right? You can't be scared of these things, especially the team that's in the GFLs and the rebellion. They're 100 and 114 chakras. There's no way they're going to be hiding under a rock. Okay? Because they're too powerful in the mind center. Okay? All through light. See? Light travels. See? Light travels right through. Everything's communication. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Just gonna quickly. Ella, how you doing? Nikki, how's it going? Everybody goes their own pace. There's no pressure here. You guys have to really understand your travels of your geometry line centers, guys. Okay. Second command, Ella. Let's see. I think more likely because you have to get your kids to school. I think I'll start school at 10:30 and not 10 because it's the time zones, right? And then we'll have the 2 to 4, which is the over review. I think that's even better, right? Let me know if you have any suggestions on that system, but that works for my time frame. So you have to figure out if that works for you. Okay, so it's not about me, it's about you, right? But also too, you have to have that flexibility, right? Because basically, when I go off, I'm in another life system, just like you're in another life system. It's like two identities that we have. Me is generally I stay at position locations, but when I'm off the grid, I'm off the grid. But I'm still connected to you guys. Do you understand? That's what I mean by trap. Look, my finger's gone. So it's amazing because we're going to go through the eye circle locations. But I just want to make it sure that you guys understand what's going on every single day when I do the school. And we're here to help each other, DM each other, communicate with each other, email each other. It's all about understanding each other through formats. Okay. And the only way to do that is to get on your lives on TikTok or your YouTube channels and start expressing yourself, giving back, right? Through perception. Now, what you've done through the mind system. Okay. All right. Okay. And I think, let's see here. Wise, how you doing? Stephanie. Wow, we got a lot of new people here. This is great. I love seeing new people. Sala, how you doing? I've gotten centered almost every morning since I've been here. It's really helping my journey. Yes, it is, Johnny. And that's understanding your position to your electrical lights and your Merkabahs of your drums. Okay, Captain. Doing some letting go of things and playing the inner child time. Okay, great. Child time is great. I think it's very powerful to see Commander's Jill video where she talks about taking off 50 years of her life, the past, and just letting it go, right? Everything that doesn't reside with you should not be in the center operation position, the clocking location in the past. It has to be in the present. It could be emails, it could be texts, it can be anything, photos, all that. Get rid of it because it connects to the matrix of a glitch and it confuses the line interference to your travelers of time. And it puts you in a confusing line center of its current location. I bet you guys didn't know that because everything that you live around in the past is energy and it will not leave until you let go of all levels of past travel. Okay? I have nothing that resides me in position locations of the past. Everything is in the current, right? Yes, I have the $6 million man, but that is a childhood doll, which I have balance with, which means I have balance with my past, my present, and I'm already in my future, which is already in the current of its location, which is the now. Don't get confused. You have to understand structures of travel of you. This is how you get things through manifestations over time. Okay? So, all right. Everybody wants to get there, Taryn. Yep. Just keep setting your structures, get understand more positions, keep owning the school. School bounces you out, right? So, and really, there's no excuses not to go to school. You don't go to school, you don't remember these things, right? So, that's all it is. Okay. First command. Yes. Okay. Terry. Whoa. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of energy in here. Woo. Overload circuit locations. But see, I'm 52 and I have an inner child. I have my inner child. The thing is, too, you have to find the balance. Is your inner child 10 years old, 5 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old? Okay. Mine is 15. I hold that to my heart dearly, right? So that's where I'm in position locations. That's the balance right away. You can central line your center and change your position, your past line condition. You connect to your inner child of 10, 15, or 20. It doesn't matter. As long as you're standing in alignments of its clocking locations. The more you stand the travel of time and space, the more you can balance your rotation to its interference, to its inner line conditions. So it's heart system, right? So you have to ask yourself, when you're connected to your inner child, how old are you in its current position? This is where it comes strange. My current position right now is 52, right? But at 5,000 years in the future, 7,022, okay, in that position location, truly understand that my inner child line center is the current location, which is now 15. So the heart is 15, okay? But the adult is 52. That's 2 and 1, okay? So ask yourself that. Communicate with your inner child. How old are you in your current timeline? All right? You can't be in the past because you'll go through frame through frame through frame through frame. It's too hard. And then you go through a child doing this and doing this and doing this. That all has to let go. And it's just nothing but a reflection. So you have to bring what? The inner child to its current timeline of me being 52, turning 53. All right? So this is where it gets really interesting. Check this out. When I turned 53, February 25th, 1969, it's really fascinating. I'll be going from 5,000 years to 25,000 years foundation locations, right? So my inner child will be younger. It'll be going from 15 to 10. So the more you drop back into more of an inner child and a younger age, you become more powerful in the mind. Do you see where that's going now? So that's a true understanding when you allocate position of time center. Clocking interference to its position is its inner child relation, right? How much do we understand our memory when we're a baby? Not too many people can reside with that, you know? Like, can you actually know exactly when you were born, what time? Do you know exactly where you were when you're 1 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old? A lot of people miss the pieces and puzzles together of travel as a baby. And then you come into position locations of a child, teenager, and adult. And that's why we get you guys to understand the structures of you and why it's so important to understand your inner child. And then you come into full acceptance into 2 into 1. All right. All right. Yeah, it's contagious, eh? When you come into the viewers locations, yeah. Yeah. So you think, say, okay, well, that makes a lot of sense now, because when you become more of an inner child, I'm going from 15 to 10, and 10 is my, whoa, it's like, okay, this is great. This is when I was really connecting with $6 Million Man. So I don't go through frame to frame to frame anymore. I stay in the current location of my heart position, which is 10 years old, which is more powerful, okay, to its system. So the heart opens up on so many levels of fruition, okay? Higher on so many connections of what the universal line center is, you in position location. It's all in you through its current line system. Okay? It's all about remembering your childhood. Okay? 4 within system, 5 within activation, 6 within center, and 7 with the body, and 5 with the atmosphere. Okay? All right. Okay. So let's get started. Let's travel. Let's travel the eye circle locations. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I just did. David, how's it going? For all the new viewers, I just touched on the whole position locations. I know everybody that's here, so I'm catching on to everything that you need to know. So your questions are already answered. Your questions are already answered, right? That's what I can do, because I read your cycles, I read your earning line centers, I read you through all position locations to your connections of a baby, child, teenager, adult. Where are you connecting to your thought patterns, and how fast are you traveling through the mind of its position location? All right. All right, so this is going to be a lot of fun. I set up the hologram structure location line conditions. Now, your mainframes are changing division. All right, so this is how it's going to go. Now, you guys went through all positions to the immune center. You went through the heart rotation interference. You went to the brain line center conditions. Today, we go through the galaxies. We go through the eye circle locations. All right, it's the naked eye you guys are going to go through. So it's going to go through this position here. You're going to travel through each other. And what's going to happen is you're going to keep going back, keep going back, keep going back, keep going back, keep going back until you try to find where their soul is and where it's traveling in its current time. Okay, but there's the catch. The catch is that it's in a hologram structure. Okay, it's going to be locked in 36 divisional door centers, dimensional time locks. You have to go through each door to find out where the soul is in its directional location. Use your heat signature patterns, use your digital form position locations. Floors are going to be moving up and down. It's going to be in a cubicle line center. Okay, you open up wrong door. You're going to go back to the beginning of the hologram structure location. Okay, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. All right. Okay, let's see here. I'm a Libra, doesn't child in position locations being. Nope. Nothing in that way informed, David. Nope. The inner child is everything. The heartline center, all position locations. It's about remembering the acceleration of time center to your current locations. Feeling some. Nature has some system feeling some sluggish physical system, not in the brain. But see, that's exactly what it is, Janet. You're going through all the levels. See, because you're in a high division, I already know that you're traveling, and that's a Trinity stand where the team has to get in positions of where they are. So, and that's why it feels funny, because you're traveling in positions, getting prepared, going through the eye circles of his condition. All right. So it's all about being aware before you travel through your general. Right. There's a clocking system. All right. So this is how it's going to be set up. Like this. You're just going to travel through the eye. Okay. Now, I got 3 box center rotations and position locations. All right. We have the observers on standby. Okay, for the new viewers. They'll feel the energies, the field rotation spins, but they won't see the conceptual line center to the hologram structure locations. Once you go to a higher level system, you come more of its connections to highline system. All right. So they get collective forces. You got the GFLs. And we got the rebellion. All right. Now, these 3 box line centers are going into 1 line center. Okay. When you travel through the eye circle locations, it's going to high rise your division line center, and it's going to take you back in perception. So you kind of like try to figure out what body you're in, try to figure out whose eyes you're in. All right. That's the same when you travel to the time center. So there's going to be 3 strip line centers in position locations. All right. You're going to travel through the eye circle locations of each other. You got to figure out whose eye you're in, because you understand their clocking system, right? So this is where you have to get in the calming system to its position and realize, okay, I'm not in my eyes anymore. I'm seeing somebody else's eyes. Okay. So that's a Trinity standing when you come in that position location. So when I'm seeing things, this is Trinity standing. When you're seeing structure, you're seeing structure from everything else from their side point of view, which is on the dimensional side point of view. So I'm not seeing my perception. I'm seeing the avatar perception. I want to see from that connection. So you see the eye circles of somebody else's body. That's the only way you can find out where they are through connections. You can't do it through your perception. You have to do it from their perception, because they're connected to their own soul. That's what's fascinating about it, right? But like I said, I tweaked it on so many positions to a hologram structure of all positions to dimensional lock doors. So you have to find out where it is. So it's a maze. We go to that connection or rotation interference. Okay, 3 line centers, code, frequency, location, position line centers. Put them in perception of communication to each other. Get them in traverses and time center location in hairline conditions. 1, 2, 3. All right, you just travel through the eye-line center in position locations, right? Okay, I'm going to set the tone frequency locations, all right? You're going to travel through the eye positions extremely fast. 1, 2, 3. All right. Whoa. All right, cool. Now, you're not remember, you're traveling through somebody else's eyes. You have to understand their resistant DNA. You have to understand their pathogens. That's why I put you guys in their heart. That's why I put you in all positions to your immune system. That's why I put you into your electrical light body line center. That's why I put you in the brain interference position locations. To understand more travel when you're traveling through somebody's eyes of its circle location of its galaxy line center. Okay. It's the windows of the soul. And that's the only way you can reach position locations, right? So that's in sequence locations, right? Now, hologram structure to position line center, 3-line condition interference in position locations. All right. So I'm going to box the center to all position locations. You guys are going to be a cubicle of space center. Different shapes and anomalies to high line center locations. All right. It's really fascinating how I calculate all level of rotation. All different structure to high line center. It's incredible force when you come into all position locations of hologram structure locations. Okay. The GF. The Galactic Federation Light and the Rebellion. Okay. All right. So you guys got 40 minutes. Try to find each other's soul. I said the simulations to code signals. So it's allocate position of time center. It's all good through tracks location. All right. So all for the new viewers, welcome. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. You guys are observers. You go through energy lights. You won't see the hologram structure line conditions. It all depends on where you are through your divisional time center, where you are through conditions of your line center locations of a child. That's the only way, right? So you have to imagine what it's like to be a child again, right? Okay. Let me know what you guys are going to. 40 minutes. Try to find each other's soul. All right. But I made it a little bit more difficult. You have to understand how to go through walls, how to go through this, how to go through that, digital code frame, change this, change that. It's all through a maze. So. And see, General Lotus already knows where he is in position. He's already booted up into his charcoal clocking, heart center, mission, soul spacious, within eye of acoustic records, optics, perception, all position locations, mapping, weather clocking. So he already knows that he's traveling ahead of time. And that's all about being prepared and being in the calming system to its location. It's amazing where my hand just disappeared. It's amazing what travel does, right? So, all right. Is there any relevance to the position location of center times a square? Yeah. David, we'll get in that positions from 2 to 4. Okay. This is an overview of what we're going to do for the next class. Okay. You got to understand times square times pi, box center, square root, E equals MC square, 3, 6, and 9, clocking system, diamond core position, north, south, and east. How is it that I'm so able to do this over and over and repeat myself? Because it's already stored. It's next to impossible to remember these things if the memory is not the storage. Okay, that's the cloud interface. That's how you're able to retrieve things, right? And I send it out, right? So it's already stored in your memory. Okay. All right. Inner child holding sun and moon, balloons of flux capacitor. General, I'm not traveling today. Let's see here. Let's see where everybody is here. Allocate timeline center, 3 iris circles. Yeah. Nature, it's people, and it's clocking to build construct. Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh. It's the construct of you to understand travel through your geometry line center location. So no, your inner line center to your heart position location in the inner child is your heart, Connor. Okay? It's nothing to do with location of where you are in your current location. It's all about solar memory. Okay. All right, so let's see where we are here. Yeah, I know, Taryn. I asked your questions even before you ask. All right, I just want to make sure that everybody's okay here. No, you're not going to their TV reception. You're just going through the eye circles with everybody else. It's all about you trying to find their whole hologram structure of them, right? So, but they're locked in 36 doors in dimensional time in a cubical line of space. So you have to find that, right? This is Trinity standing when you get into these locations, how Trinity stand when I go through these activations, where the soul is, why is it missing? Where did it go? You know, and that puts you in position location why I'm in the negative cycles for the last 20, 30 years. It's all connected to your thoughts. Your thoughts travel, so your soul is stuck there. You have to learn how to bring it back to your current location. All right. The difference between the GFL and the rebellion, well, it's all in one line of interference, one alliance. Okay, it's together. The GFL, the Galactic Federation Light Council, councils all positional planets of all intelligence. Okay, it solargizes its interference locations to all positions. Okay, through its council. You know, the celestial channels and holding meetings in that positions. What's going on this day? What's going on that day with humanity? The rebellion, the alliance, is a formation that's in the current locations to that positions to its humanity. That's the difference between the GFLs and the rebellion. So it's all the same. All right. Yeah, Dolores Cannon. She's very informative. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Airbender, I heard you from other videos. You're truly legendary in space. Yep. Airbender's high rise in his position is command system. Flying and doing acrobats through the vortex like a skydiving simulator. Nice. How can I work my way up the ranks? Like I said, you want to go to higher levels, you go to the higher program setting. You go through the structures, 369 through 12 rotations, the flux capacitor. Okay. You have to have your grounds of clocking. Okay. From a baby, child, teenager, adult. It's not just drawing the energy bubble of Noracle line center to anything, the vortex locations, the flux capacitor line channel to target locations. It doesn't make any sense if you don't have the grounds of you. Okay, because you're traveling through the past, present, and future, right? Every single day. You do that every single day with your thoughts. As soon as you get up in the morning, are you in the past, present, or future? It's that simple. Oh, I had a dream last night. That was the past, right? It's not the present, it's not the future, it's the past, right? So your thoughts are what? Telling you where you're going through travel, right? That's a true understanding. But you have to stay in your current locations to understand position to its division, to its structural locations, right? That's why you need the ground position locations. Okay. So basically it's like it's a cosmic sundial. Okay. It's a sundial. Okay. To your positions of all levels of your grounds, your positions to you as a baby, child, teenager, and adult. That centralizes systems to all levels of your thoughts. Okay. And what you're doing through structure every single day when your thoughts are traveling through space time. Okay. So when you're creating your thoughts, are you going into the past of a child? Are you in the current location of where you are? Are you thinking about the inner line center to intergalactic location to connections of you in the future? Where are you in your current time of location? Right? And it's all done through travel of structure. Right? So all right, let's see here. Flying and doing acrobats. Yeah, how can I work my? That's the only way you can understand, David, is going through high program setting. Okay, and then you can put your how to position locations. I go live on TikTok every single day, and if you want to be upgraded, the details will follow. Okay, start seeing a beetle and some of sort of Egypt markings. Yeah. So what you're seeing is positions, Johnny, is that you're going through somebody else's eyes, somebody else's perception, somebody else's space, somebody else's time, somebody else's division. Okay. That's the true understanding. It's amazing that you're traveling through somebody else's eyes. It's incredible force. Yeah, you have to come to class daily, especially for the high ranks. Airbender, I believe I'm traveling in Heather. Yep, that's right. You are in Heather's eyes, traveling through her position. Yeah, trying to find her soul. Yeah. Let's see. Your answer, my question for yeah, I did. Making a figure 8 of a balance, ear to ground, laying flat in the stomach, listening to the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Please be careful how you make. Yeah. Confirmation signal to location position. Concentrate on your traverse and timeline center. Okay. You have any questions or comments? Feel free. Okay. This is free access. Okay. School's free, but there's no negative line center and position locations. You can't do that through traverse and time because you're changing all position locations and you're disrupting everybody's channel to its traverse and time. Okay. So just concentrate on yourself. All right, let's see here. Of known space, stillness, soul, complete stillness, zeros, audio, third eye, visual upgrades, custom records, unknown sequence, spatial upgrade, highlight, eyes hurt. Okay, so you basically have to know whose body you're in. The eye circle locations, guys. It's the windows of the soul. Huge, powerful bonfire filling the heart. Okay, I went down, swirling slide down the ocean. I'm swimming through the ocean, seeing coral and fishes. I think I'm in amber. Seeing a young girl about 6 with wavy brown hair, merry-go-round, high position locations. Yes, you are, Chris. You are in amber. Very good. Okay, let's see. I feel over here. It's all good. Let's see. Actually, okay. The inner child, communication, relation, iridescence, divine love, compasses now all mapping weather, star systems, and distant clock and gold silver. Good. That's great. Fantastic. So it looks like Amber's on standby. Okay. Okay, it's you guys are going well. Everything's traveling to the Highline Center. All right. All positions go, all position locations, Highline Center to second command. Put her in position locations, balance center line center to higher circle locations. She's in the Highline Center. It's all good now. It's all about balancing where you are, right? Getting to who you are, getting to who everybody else is, so their eye circle locations. And not get confused of where you are in division of travel. So I see a massive waterfall. Yeah. Yeah. What you're seeing is what you need to see. And this is to understand what activation is. You have to go through the eye circle locations of somebody else to know exactly what's happened to them through their psychological system. the overloading system or a virus are in that positions and why they are there from its beginning. All right. Okay, water up, rebooting my grounds. Sandwich today, watering up and rebooting grounds. Yep. High position locations, fast track locations of Janet. Put her in high position locations, eye circle locations. High line at center. It gets complicated, right? Because you're in the eye circle of somebody else. So put her in division locations to where she needs to be, to the hologram structure. All right, so Janet's in that condition. I'm having a hard time connecting, been away too long. Yes, when you're away too long, this is what happens when you miss school. It's important to stay in position to its locations. Really understand your solar memory of acceleration, right? Did you get my structures? I'll look through that, Brandu. Thank you. Yep. Space, playroom, inner child. Yep. Connected with my inner child to Heather. Now I see why you mentioned the age of grounding so I can match the age she is. There you go. That's exactly what it is. Very good, Airbender. Excellent. Grounding the position to merging vibration to balance locations to each other. That's how you take it out of its structural location, psychological connections to its soul. That's how you bring things back to its current locations. That's what you have to do. You just can't go into somebody's eye circle line center and try to find out where the soul is and then grab them. You can't do that. You have to communicate with them first and then bring them forward and then take them out. Right? So. Oh, you're welcome, Janet. Yeah, I know everybody's having trouble. They're seeing things, but they're very confused because this is where the activation starts. You want to understand how to activate people. Well, you have to go through the eye circle locations of their system, right? And that's why I put you guys on all levels, what the brain system is, what the immune system, what the heart center is, electrical light connections, your penalized center, your computer operation line position location. So. Okay. All new mapping, weather star systems, index and clocking, ascension codes of general size. So now up here's team, highlight centers, and grades, missions. Yeah, so I know exactly he's in my highlight center. He knows where I am. He knows I'm traveling very, very fast. So confirmation that I'm in Lotus. I'm seeing so much so fast. Images flash. Yep. The way you identify anybody through travel is understand position locations where they are through the clocking center of its ground line center. Position locations, how all map sequence location. So if you're seeing colorations of blue, it's blue flame, fire locations of general and Lotus. You have to pick up the identifications of who you're seeing, right? But I put you in a hologram structure, right? First command, Smith, I'm in. Yep. First command. Yep. Smith is in you. Yep. White dress are cool knobs. Keep feeling pressure in my head. Release the pressure line center to Terran. He's not understand position location there except their line center where he is in calculation. All right. So he's back line center to all levels. All line of visions coming into Mach speed. Yep. Thank you, team. Thank you, General. Divine Lowest Heart Center. Destined to all. Yeah. In and out. Yeah. Figured out how awesome. Throat chakra, all shadows. There's a small candle in the corner. Fantastic, General Lotus. Great job, team. Now I'm seeing mountains. Oh, see, there you go. You're seeing what you need to see through somebody else's eye perception. Your job is to use your GPS tracker to find them through calculations, all done through heat structure patterns. Heat signature locations in that position, right? So, well, I'm trying to help you out there, Terrence, so you can understand more program setting, right? So, look at it. It's almost been an hour. That's unreal. It's unreal. Okay, so I've gone over all your questions. All right. This is a lot of people that are surfacing out. How does everybody feel? And once you get a true understanding what activation is, all right, and what I go through, right, every single day with you guys. Your upgrades, where you are, where you're not, where you calculated, where you modified, where you're stuck, where you're undergrounds, you're not sequenced, you're not in balance, you're not in your computer line center, you're off track, you're off location, you're in a virus, you're in a Trojan, you're in another computer center, you're in another program setting, you're in a matrix lock, you're in a matrix division, you're in somebody else's intelligent locations. I mean, it's crazy where the soul can be every single day. Right? It's amazing how things can, just turn a blink of an eye. This person is so balanced as this person is able to also control setting with orange and green. Time flies when you're having fun. Yes, that's true. Turn. Cosmic breath, turbo speed, feeling of floating data, downloads, mental calculations to all input, confirmations from weather. Who's traveling in me? My guess is Heather, though she is helping. Can you scan me, General? Off signal, off location, center position, line center, too confusing position, take them out of track, line center, connections, high position. Yeah. No, I'm taking you out on line and rotation interference there, Salah. Direction of time center is off locations to its clocking. So you're back in line center location. I have to heal you fast because you're in a high line center to all energy light locations, identifications to a list. They have the GFLs, everything through the rebellion, everything through connection to galactic forces, but there's new people that are coming in, new people coming in. So that's why I'm going to hold another platform from 2 to 4 so you get a better understanding what happened through your travels. So it's about, okay, what just happened with me? I'm going to explain to you what happened to you. Okay, so you get a better understanding for the next time what you need to do. So you feel a bit more comfortable traveling, right? But where are you traveling? Inside, outside, right? Everything's inside out, never outside in. Okay? So Stephanie, how you doing? Lightheaded, throat hurts now. Yeah. Calculation modification line centers, right? Often you're connecting to all position locations, traveling through somebody else's line center, which is basically in position, is you're recognizing their connections of their light and their throat, right? That's what you're going through. You're going through their emotion, through their heart line center, and how they feel positions. So it's all about understanding going into somebody and seeing their pain of what they've gone through in position of time to travel, right? So yeah, you're welcome there, Bender. Yeah. 3 planet positions comes from love. Third eye chakra is so cool. Inner child is playing with all the colors and light. I'm in the third wave person, born out of balance of love. 2 to 4 today, and I thank you for the help. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you out. Yeah, 2 to 4. So if I'm not on 2, I'll be on 3. If not on 3, I'll be on 4. You got 3 line center rotations that you can connect through me, right? I'll let you know through all positions. You get notifications when I go live on my YouTube, all right? I think this is going to help out the new viewers, what just happened to them prior to class, okay? And then from that, we'll go on to the next day, what's going to happen, right? Yeah. The speed of the images, seeing pyramids, breastplates, being polished, huge horse, and laughter, conviction derived us. Yeah. That's connection position lotus. Yeah. You have to find the identifications to positions, right? As a respond as adult, ability to location. Belly energy is in balance, crown chakra, brilliant purple, white light, magnificent sparks, all divine. Love flowing in and out of infinity loop. Johnny, did you have a hard time expressing yourself as a child? I'm following school too. Hey, how you doing for the new viewers? It's great. It's great to see new people. But you have to go up to higher levels of structure, right? This is a very, very powerful class. I've been holding this for the last 3 years now, right? So the team is high rising, so they're here to help you out. So, and again, the overview from 2 to 4 will give you in a better position of what happened to you, because that you feel weird. It's like, whoa, I just went into somebody's eyes. What does that mean? So you're coming into their position, how they feel through pain, how they feel through thought, how they feel through space, how they feel time, how they feel through structure, coloration, lights, intelligence, past, present, future. That's the whole understanding, is that you come into all levels of being together again, right? Being together again. And that's what it's about. The unity of its consciousness. Okay. So. Okay, Alvara, I'm Trail. Okay, great. I know who you are. I did stuff. I don't know if you would be able to see me though. But see, that's it. That's why I want to do the overview, right? Because for new viewers, especially for the new viewers, not so much for my team, because they're already Highline Center. My position locations of light. Light is all through travel. So the new viewers have to learn how to set up their structures of 3, 6, and 9. You have to learn the ground line center to all levels of you to your position. This gets you into your own censorships, your connections to your locations, your information panels, your clocking line connections, your correlation system, your central line connections, and all positions to you through your flux capacitor and your chakra locations. All right. Okay, school. Sure, my expression was on and off for a child has been dramatic, and they would fear what people think. Yeah. Holding Orion's belt, balloons, past, present, future. Each balloon is on a swirling copper frequency. Sonar is blue, being with 5 fingers. So you become more powerful when you're in somebody else's body. Why is that? Because you understand their position and their location, and that's what it is. So it's all about understanding that you understand yourself more, and now you're understanding what they're in, and that's how you can help them now. You couldn't help them before, right? Because you look at them from the outline, right? AI looks from everything from inline center. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, especially for the viewers. All you have to do is learn how to travel through 3, 6, and 9. All right. I'm not going to get into it until we get into that position locations. All right, as of today. So whatever you miss, you can watch back. But it's amazing how you travel through inline center locations to its perception as somebody else's position location. So, okay. Yep. Stephanie, yep. McDonald, okay, feeling you young. Yep, that's exactly. So Stephanie's and Johnny's and Stephanie, and that's the position locations. So they're a bit confused. They're trying to find, and then you pick up more feelings about each other. And that's what it's about, traveling through somebody else's eyes. You pick up their emotions, you pick up their tracks, you pick up their thoughts, you pick up the coloration of their lights, you pick up their past, their present, and futures, you pick up their frames as they were as a child. There's a lot of things that you pick up. And then you get to know each other more to that connection. So harmonics and grounded combustion. Yep. Centered softness. Mission is huge. Unstoppable energy. Full loving conviction. Brightness, light, and energy. Oh, light family, quite morning. Battery died in the car, so I didn't start this morning. Finally got it running. Thank you goodness. So I'll change Monday. Recall for. Okay, whatever you missed, Michaela, I'm going to have another class. Okay. I'll let you know what's going to happen between 2 and 3 or 3 or 4. So either I'm going to be on 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or 4. You have notifications when I go live. Okay. I'm interested in your NFT work. So can I say rest? Okay. Communicating to each other. Person is the very perspective. I'm picking up on rainbow colors. This sets to experience. See, it's more powerful if you understand who you're in. Because you're confused. There's based on my center. If you can't identify yourself, how are you supposed to identify who you're connecting to? It's confusing, isn't it? So. School for sure. My expression was on and off as a child and always been charismatic. And then I would fear what people think. Yeah. So all for the new viewers, feel free again to send in your structures. You go to Commander Jill. She can help you out. Extremely informative high-rise positions. Okay. There's structures on her channel that will help you out how to travel through 369, your security defense positions, your flex capacitors, your chakra centers, and everything through your central system. Okay, as you were connected as a baby, child, teenager, adult. That's the ground line center. So that position location is your ground position location of its earth. So it's all about understanding you as a child, is all about remembering you as a position to its location, which is basically the current location you're in. Right? So you want me to touch base on a cosmic rise theory? Well, the cosmic rise theory is the ascension of a unified system. It's waking up humanity to the heartline center, put them in their unified body to their chakra locations, to fifth dimension of conscious system. That's it. Putting them in through avatars of connection. There's the cosmic rise theory. All right. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know who I'm in, but it's balanced person from space to location in the now. Beautiful energy. Ellen, you're in position locations. See, this is a true understanding. You got to know who you're in. Is this Janet that I'm in? I was thinking Jill at first. Okay, your position location. Is it the mind line center or the heart reaction time center locations, Captain? Is this Janet that I'm in? Was thinking Jill at first. So which one goes first? So you're in Jill. Okay. In opposition to its locations, Ellen, you're connected to all levels of Captain Samantha. All right. Okay, I'm not smooth. If I travel, I may have some kicks, lots of them. I guess I've been pushed a lot. Well, there you go. You're catching on more and more, Trail. And it's about when you travel through the timeline center to my galactic school, it's all about you starting to remember all these things. But when you're traveling through somebody else's body, you're going through another space of their time position, coming into a whole different new account. So you're coming into their aspect, their life, their system, and how they feel in their current location. Everybody goes through pain every single day, right? It's very powerful. You can't see it from the outline. You got to see it from the inner position locations, guys. That's the only way you can understand yourself and each other to its proactive system and get into full communication to its telepathy system. So let's see here. Johnny Butterfly is like me now. The transformation, Terry. The Banshee. Giving me no clues, Terry. Yes, Banshees and Terry. Terry's and Banshee. Very good. Okay, let's see. How is it that I know these things and you don't? How is that? It's because I had balance with all your vibration. And it's the hardest thing to do because everybody is in a different space of time, different age. But you're all in the same alignment of each other. That's what has been forgotten for decades through humanity. But now it's coming back full force. So when you find out who you are through that connections, you start asking yourself, oh, okay, great. Now I'm connecting. Now I'm connecting. Now I'm connecting. Now I'm connecting. Now it feels really good, really good, really good. And then you ask yourself, how come I didn't know that before? Why couldn't I get that confirmation first? So it's practice makes perfect, practice make perfect, practice make perfect. I mean, it's all about going into structural locations, how to travel, right? They have a different travel mechanism. You have a different travel mechanism. And it's all done through structure of the inner child of themselves. Right? So, okay. This is so beautiful. So glad I can see and know how to help and approach Heather through these things and her. So grateful. You're amazing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Airbender. I appreciate that. I just want you guys to understand how powerful it is when you get in that connections, what it is you have to go through, not just to yourself, because when you go through yourself, that's great. You know yourself, but you don't know others. And that's the separation. That's the separation. You see somebody walking on the street and you never met them at all. So, and the reason why you don't know them is because you don't understand the inner line center of them through their central locations, or where they are in their past, present, or future, or timelines. Everybody's in a current timeline, but where are they in space? They're separated until they're positioned to this location of balance. That's what humanity is about, is coming back to a unified system. To fifth dimension of vibration, a conscious level system. So, all right. 5 more minutes and I'll take you guys out. I'll just snap my fingers and you guys will be out. And that's how easy it is. Okay, let's see. Kind of the same as long as distance Reiki when we scan. No. We'll go into that after 2 or 3 or 4 because you can't get confused. See, the thing is, you have a centralized system that's already in position location of an old program. Okay, you can't use the old program because it doesn't exist through vibration. So you have to merge to a new body line center, which is your avatar. Okay, you have your higher self and you have your avatar. This is your higher self. This is your avatar. Okay, this is your computer. This is your atom. All right. So. All right, let's see what we got here. What? There's so much cool on cosmic fingers, weather panels. Wow, barometer, temperature, color readings, levels, wind speed, wind direction, ground, humanity. Feeling lots of shame from being seen fully. Hey, Founders of Light. How you doing, Corey? Johnny, you're in someone else now. Okay, Samantha, you're circling lines, position lines, but also in balance and powerful. See how you guys connect better and better to each other now? All right. Okay, I feel different. All right. Yeah. Heather, Airbender, amazing couple. So much love. They have they're such a beautiful thing. Yeah. It's all about coming back to connection to humanity, right? And realize why you guys have been separated for decades. The Spaceline Center. All right, I'm just back forcing here. Let's see what we missed. I want to swing in the brain area, rainbow light and light around. Okay, understand the green of trees. Samantha, you have cosmic fingers. Okay, interesting. Smoke rings atop a mountain, sending codes, communication to masses, worship by the masses, crowd cheering, very organized to clean the feeling, light the brain. See, that's a tree standing when you travel. You can understand their mechanism of position locations and how they created their own system. Right? And it's all created by what? Source. Right? Little boy almost limping, walking on dirt road. Heart beating fast, alone, feeling fear from being chased. Further, never again. Sensation, this won't happen. Power choice, motivated from fear. Now, a power choice. And see, the thing is, when you're actually doing these things, it's all psychological. And the psychological is the psychosis of location to the new alphabetical line center to its program, getting out of the anagram interference or anything through all levels of dyslexic. You know what that is, right? That's cross signals. Okay, it's all about understanding oppositions of STOP, right, which is stop. But in position locations, if it's not in triangle line center rotation, if it's ground line center to its navigation to its lights, it would be spelled SOTP. That's confusing to align interference. Now that's a program right there that's confused position. Imagine somebody being in that high-line center of light, trapped in position locations for 30 years. You have to take them out through psychological light interference. There's a lot of things you guys have to understand to its human construct of its design. So it's strange at first, but when you go to higher level system, you get more balance to the airline center locations trail. It's all about you positioning to all of your senses where you can understand more calculation to its position, to its connection. All right. Yeah, and that's what it is, Stephanie. You have to go to higher level program settings so you can see more. So when you go to higher levels of light, you fill up more position location, an expansion of more of you as space, right? Pinpointing the understanding of human behavior to your center of understanding your past and make it your power points. Yeah, definitely roller skated through my neighborhood. They were like 70s running shoe instead of boots on wheels. See, the more you stay in somebody else's eye perception, the more you connect to their graph of their frame, of their light system. If I kept you in there longer, you go into their current location. And then you really know them through divisions. So, and it's all about that process that we have to learn for ourselves, right? And that's how we start appreciating each other more in its current location, right? Okay, take all track line centers, OCO frequency location, take them in the hologram structure locations, the ISEP line centered positions to the opposition perceptions of the observers, locations, new viewer line center conditions, all positions of the galactic forces, GFLs, and the rebellion. 1, 2, 3, out. There you go. So it's like back. That's what just happened to you guys. All right. All right. So that was a lot of fun. Any questions or comments can be forwarded to the next class. Okay. All right. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. All right. Take it easy and have a great day. Bye.